So that's what I'm going by. And they
No,
even said,
what
hold
that's
up.
called
And
though.
one thing I forgot to
I
tell you,
want to just the elephant in
Kobe,
the room.
hold up. And it was Kobe who gave them heart because guess what? Them same pussies lost before and they lose. They got fucked
It
up.
wasn't
Excuse
the
my
same
language.
team, though.
So that's the
It wasn't
same
the
team.
same
But one
thing.
It
person
wasn't
they
it wasn't the
added.
Who?
same.
They
Just
added
name
It
one
teams.
wasn't
It
the
was
person.
same.
more than
And
one
guess who they
person.
added?
No, see,
It
Kobe,
you
wasn't the
the
messed up.
Black
same.
Mamba. He had to show them.
The
They had to
guards
make a
was
video to
different. They
show
had
how
different
pussy your
bigs.
guys were.
No,
But
no, no,
y'all keep
no,
talking
no,
about what they
no,
would have
stop.
did.
Who
What?
they
That's where they
guarding?
was
That's what I
Kobe.
want to
You
know.
Stop,
cannot say
stop.
LeBron said what Melo said. Yeah, it was all
Yo,
Kobe
Hey
did not.
yo, hey
No,
yo,
no,
hey
no, no.
yo.
What LeBron said? What LeBron said? Yo, I was shocked. What they wait? Oh my God, he ran into his teammate. Hold on. Where did Kobe get
What
that
he say?
'90s mentality from?
Yeah, I'm going hard in this. I'm going hard in this.
if y'all don't know, we got Big Pops in here. He's part of I'm Not Cappin Rapping Show, but he ain't here for the building tonight. We don't get into it. We got Big J, we got Logan, we got Rozay, we got D, and of course, yours truly. Tonight, how y'all doing? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
People look
Yeah, let's get
scared,
it.
people look shook. But, ladies and gentlemen, everyone that is watching, what we don't do is, so for tonight, we got Rose versus D. We got Jay versus Logan, myself versus OG Pops. Set up a poll after this show to tell us your thoughts, who you think won, who lost, and why. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yo, let's run it.
So we don't set the table. D and Rose. D, ladies and gentlemen, is the King James biggest fan. He's about to tell us why he's the GOAT. And Rose said that's cap. D, are you ready?
I told you he called me out. He going first.
You gotta set the table. You gotta set the argument.
But I gotta know why he the GOAT.
You
I
ready?
don't believe it.
Let's go.
Alright, your time. You got your 5 minutes start now.
Here's why LeBron James is the GOAT. Everywhere he's gone and played, he's carried a team to the finals. Like, without him, that team is nothing. They're a high school roster. And on top of that, so we can go down the list of teams that LeBron has played in the finals compared to, some people I know, the trash GOAT Jordan, he has played. Let's see, the Spurs, Golden State. Yeah. Yeah, two top teams with 4 Hall of Famers on each team. Yeah. Number 2, reason why LeBron James is the GOAT, top 5 in assists. When he's all said and done, he's going to be top 5 in rebounding, all-time leading scorer. Let's see, 4 MVPs, 4 chips, and he about to get a 5th one this year. So that's all I got to say. Yeah, ain't nothing else to it. You can argue with me about, Jordan, Kareem, whoever. Kareem's respectable, but Jordan, you can argue me, Kobe, whatever. It don't even matter. GOAT James. Come on. Go ahead.
Jose?
All right, so look, I'm not no LeBron hater. Actually a LeBron fan. I've been a LeBron fan since he got in the league. But I do have a solid argument on why people think he should not be considered the GOAT. We can look at it like this. He has a 4-6 record in the finals. He shut down in the games that they lost in the finals games that they lost. He shut down completely. He's been shut down. He's been outplayed by at least a second or third scorer on that team. Go back and look at that Maverick series. He got completely shut down by 2 players, Jason Terry and JJ Barea. Their height together don't even equal 7 foot. Okay, so that's one example right there. All right, you mentioned the points. All right, cool. The stats are cool and everything, but I'm talking about team play. Him as a player, and if you look at him, we're gonna take the Lakers for example. He destroys teams, just like you say. He helps teams and he brings them up and he takes them to the finals. He destroys a lot of teams too as well. He's had a lot of good teams and he just beats a little GM like y'all like to call him and everything, and he gets rid of the players. And then he's over here bitching and crying, oh, we need shooters, we need big man, blah, blah, blah. And then they end up losing in the finals, and he says, why? Nigga, you had the team already. You could have just played with the team that you had, and you would have been good. You would have been straight. That's how I feel about it. I mean, LeBron, like I said, the stats are cool and everything. 40,000 points, top 5 in assists, top 5 in rebounds. That's all cool and everything. But you as an individual on that court is how you impact the game. I don't really like it at all, to be honest with you. I mean, there's really not too much to say. Other than that, I mean, I don't like the way that he plays the game on the court, how he treats his teammates. I mean, you look at Jordan. Jordan 6-0 in the finals. Jordan's got defensive player of the years. You want to bring stats and awards in it. He's 10-time all defensive player. First team at that, if you want to get that. LeBron, I already looked at the stats and the awards. He ain't never had that. Ain't never been defensive player of the year. He's never been top scorer in the league. He ain't got no scoring award. Jordan got 3 of them. You want to keep going?
I want to add to your brother by him being defensive player of the year. You want to know why LeBron James is not defensive player of the year? Because during that time, I don't know if you remember when he's with the Heat, he won the championship that year, finals MVP that year. And I remember correctly, they gave the defensive player of the year to Marc Gasol. I'm going to say that again. LeBron James
I'm glad you said that.
Had pretty much every statistical category during the 2013 season. You want to know why he didn't win it? Because they hate this motherfucker. That's why. When it comes to awards, it's a popularity contest. Because had LeBron won Defensive Player of the Year, that would have said, oh, that makes him great or as greater than Jordan. Because what player you know has won all those 3 awards in the same season? So you said about the Dallas Mavericks series. I give you that. But are you going to give the Dallas Mavericks any credit for running up defensive schemes to push them to the side? Because you bring, like you said, you bring up size. I know you bring up size, but size don't mean nothing. It's about when we step on this court and get the job done. Size has nothing to do with it. It ain't got nothing to do with size. Jason Terry was knocking down threes you couldn't even do nothing about. Like you forget the team that they had. It ain't, even though Jason Kidd was old, he wasn't a bum. They still had Defensive Player of the Year in Tyson Chandler. They still had Dirk. They still had Sean Marion, Caron Butler. That team, and you remember they swept Kobe that same year. They swept Pau Gasol and Kobe, the defending champs for 2010. They swept them. So when it comes to, you said LeBron winning Defensive Player of the Year, he's had plenty of awards. Actually, he should have had about, 5, 6 MVPs, but they gave it to Giannis. Why? Because LeBron is so great that they hate him. They can't stand him doing what he's doing at this age.
Wasn't he in Cleveland still in his prime when Giannis won the MVP?
No, he's with the Lakers.
When on the Lakers was he considered for MVP? When they was losing?
No, when
Is
he
that
was.
What you mean?
Yeah, when he was playing out of his mind.
They're the 8th seed. You shouldn't win no MVP.
I'm talking about the 2020 when they won the championship. Giannis was MVP.
In the bubble, bro. Y'all say the bubble don't even count. So what are we
talking about? No. I'm not talking about they went to the playoffs. I'm talking about during the regular season. LeBron was literally balling during that season, and they gave it to Giannis.
Their season got cut short.
I know, but I'm saying during that span, LeBron was literally the reigning MVP, and they gave it to Giannis.
So who was everybody considered the best player in the league? Giannis or LeBron at that time? Don't be biased.
LeBron's always been the best player.
Anyway, going back to LeBron, why he's not the GOAT. LeBron also keeps switching teams. He's been on the Cavs twice. He went to the Heat. He could have stayed on the Heat for the rest of his career. Could have rolled it out the whole time. But he decided to go back to Cleveland and try to win another chip. He got a chip there. Because of who? Because of the players that he had on his team?
No, because of LeBron James. Because without LeBron James, they're not even in the finals. Because what was Cleveland at before he came? Number 1 and number 2 in the draft.
Okay. Jimmy Butler got his teams to the finals. Okay, what's your point? Just because you get there, what the fuck what does that mean?
Because remember what he said. It ain't like the Heat were garbage when Jimmy Butler came. The Cavaliers were in the top. They were in the top 5. They were literally picking up. They drafted Andrew Wiggins and Anthony Bennett during that time. They were terrible.
They was trash.
Exactly. Miami was not bad when Jimmy Butler went over there.
Bro. You done. You cooked, bro. You just made my point. The niggas was trash.
Final seconds, Rasheem.
Get your final point.
My final point is this. When it comes to LeBron James, he's the GOAT. Y'all Jordan fans out there, 6 rings is great. I give you that. But Bill Russell got 11 though, and you ain't making no argument for him. The defense rests.
I could make an argument for Bill Russell. I could make an argument for Wilt Chamberlain. I could make an argument for Shaq. Make an argument for Kobe. Make an argument for Mike. I can make an argument all day if we had more time to do it, but I'm not. You already got cooked in this little topic right here because all you brought up was 40,000 points and rebounds and assists and all that. I'm talking about the actual play.
With less shots.
Okay, because he's not a dog like the other two. How about that?
Oh, he ain't a dog?
He's a little pussycat.
Ain't a dog? That? Oh, Jordan.
All right, there we go. That's the time. Now, y'all will be placed on mute. Logan, we don't start with you. Who you got winning that?
I'm a LeBron fan, you know this. But I feel like Rozay had a little edge on him. Cause I mean, yeah, he's top scoring leader. Sure, he's top 5 in assists, but we'll never know who is the GOAT because of Jordan's longevity. So, but for the argument, I'm gonna give it to Rozay.
Jay?
I'm gonna say Rozay on that one, simply because the JJ Barea and Jason Terry, that height comparison. I was gonna slide him, but I understood the joke in there. But also because D just rested on LeBron being great. No one ever said LeBron wasn't great. If he wasn't great, then he wouldn't even be in the conversation of being the greatest of all time. But you can't rest your entire argument on LeBron's great. I said what I said. Everybody shut the hell up. Like you can't. That argument doesn't win. It doesn't move anybody. Also, D, you would be Rozay. You were right. You would be the defense, and Rozay would be the prosecution. But the defense doesn't rest unless they have an ironclad case. Otherwise, everybody'd be in jail. So that was another slide against you.
Pops, what you got? You're on mute.
I got Rozay. The one thing I think D messed up on is you messed up on talking about the scoring. Remember, that's longevity. He didn't do it in the same amount of time. He broke a record after it took him 5 extra years. Now you should have ran what LeBron was longevity. Then you had your other argument was about accolades. Guess what? The same argument you're talking about, Jordan could have won MVP for 10 straight years. You know, he could have won all that stuff. So again, I think the argument was a little vague. You should have went with a different way of strategizing. Yes, you should have went with longevity. I agree. Does LeBron make other players better? I agree. See, that's your argument about what LeBron's greatness is about him. But he's always going to lose the debate as the greatest for one reason. They're going to get him on the titles. I don't agree with it. I'm like you. I don't agree with the titles make you the best player. But that's going to be the argument that's going to always get Jordan over. Because nobody's going to beat Jordan's record of 6-0 and 6 MVPs. That's the problem. Unless we get somebody right now, ain't nobody out there is going to dominate like that. Maybe Wemby if he won't get hurt. But it's going to be very difficult to do that.
Jay and Logan. Logan, are you ready to present your case on why Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes?
I am.
All right, everybody mute up. Your time start now.
All right. Let's go, Jay. So, Here are some reasons why Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has had a team built around him since he came to Kansas City. It was basically made for him to go to the postseason and go to the game. Joe Burrow, they have to build the team around Joe, which is different because, it was already set ready for Patrick Mahomes. And yet, with the shitty teams, with the shitty defenses that Joe Burrow has had, he has still balled out to max potential. Let's look at these yards per season real quick. Joe this year had 49-18. You want to know how much Patrick Mahomes had? 39-28. And that's regular season. Joe Burrow didn't even go to postseason because of our defense. But what I'm saying is the Chiefs have always had a solid defense, bro. Chris Jones, a monster. The linebackers, monsters. DBs, they can be better, but they DBs are straight. Better than ours, I'll tell you what. But, also Patrick Mahomes have had, he's had more seasons than Joe. I think, 3 or 4 more seasons. And Joe, I think career stats in the NFL, he's put up 19,000 yards. And Patrick Mahomes, I think, is around 32. So I'm just saying, give Joe that extra 3-4 years. I think he's putting up more yards, more touchdowns, and less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. Plus, look at the sacks. Joe Burrow is getting sacked. Joe Burrow has more sacks in his career than Patrick Mahomes has. Like over 60 to 70 more in the 3 to 4 years that he's had. So I'm just saying, give us the offensive line, give us that defense. We're going to smoke y'all every year. Plus, we're going to move on to the record. We're 3-1 against the Chiefs. So I'm going to leave that there.
All right, you still got 2 minutes. You good, or you good for Jay to go?
Nah, I'll wait for him. I'll rebuttal.
All right, bet. Mr. Jones, lights, camera, action.
Shouldn't have did that, my friend. Logan, I hate to do this to you. I heard a lot of wheeze, and I heard a lot of we like that. That was the main word I heard a lot. It kept repeating we. The team was built. Last time I checked, when you have a franchise quarterback, don't you build the damn team around the franchise quarterback? So that's front office stuff. What you talking about? Getting the players, getting the coaches, and I don't care about that. When you look at Patrick Mahomes has had Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill left, and he had Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the motherfucker that can't catch, okay? He be whopping.
Worthy.
And drop it. Worthy, that's cool. Worthy's a great pick, but let's be real. Worthy was a speed guy. He wasn't even the guy on Texas. He wasn't even the guy to get on Texas. To be fair, he got drafted simply because of his 40-yard dash. Okay, then you got Hollywood Brown. We all saw Hollywood Brown couldn't cut it, and he couldn't hack it in Baltimore. Travis Kelce is the one constant that you can say. Okay, he's the one constant. Rashee Rice, he got hurt, so Travis Kelce is the one constant you can say. And Travis Kelce was already doing this with Alex Smith prior to Patrick Mahomes, but Alex Smith could never get them over the hump, right? And again, I'm going back to what you said about we. Did the quarterback play defense? Hell no. So it doesn't matter about what the defense can do. The defense didn't stop. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes, offense for offense, yeah, the stats is one thing. That's great. Stats is a beautiful thing. We just heard stats with LeBron. With LeBron being the GOAT. We just heard all these stats. Who win the games? Who win the games? Patrick Mahomes win the games, don't he?
We 3-1 against y'all.
I'm not. I'm a Seahawks fan. Ain't no we and y'all. See, that's where you misconstruing.
But I'm talking about our argument. Patty versus Joe.
Exactly.
Joe is 3-1 against Patty.
Stay with me now. Stay with me because you're getting ahead of me. Stay with me.
All right.
The argument is Patrick Mahomes versus Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes makes plays to win games. That at the end of the day, your job as the quarterback is to win the game. Okay? Like, bar all extra talents, extra God-given abilities, the sidearm throw, the no-look, all that aside, your job is to win the game. Joe Burrow has not been available to win the game. Can you attest that to the GM not getting the right offensive line? Sure, you can make that excuse, but at the end of the damn day, if you're not on the field, how can I win the game? If your stats are so much better than Patrick Mahomes, how can I win the game if you're not on the field? You're not available, right? When 15 on the field, we win in the game. They win in the game. If 9 on the field, they might win. They really might. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because
Joe
of
Burrow,
the defense. We are putting up 28 points plus almost every game and losing.
The first 4 games of the season, Joe Burrow stunk up the joint. He did. Not to mention, Joe Burrow got T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. He had Tyler Boyd. Damn it, he had Joe Mixon. He had everybody you could ask for as a quarterback. And this man sat there and lost. Even in the biggest game, he lost. What the hell else I got to give you? What do I have to give you? The hell, we might well be talking about Dak Prescott. What the hell I got to give you to make you win? Do I need to give you Von Miller? Do I need to give you Patrick Chung and them boys back in the day? Vance Wilfork? What the hell I need to give you before you can finally win a game? You have 2 of the best receivers in the National Football League. You have 2 top 10 wide receivers. Right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Sure
at the end of the day, you had a top running back.
But what is that going to do when you don't have a defense, bro? Defense wins championships.
What is that going to do when your quarterback can't get it done?
Bro,
when he can't get it done,
watch. Once we rebuild,
he can't get it done.
No, he definitely can't get it done.
Patrick Mahomes has not had the talent that Joe Burrow has had around him.
Let's talk about.
It didn't matter.
Let's talk about schedule. It didn't matter. Let's talk about schedule strength.
No, we're not talking about that. Damn all that. You talking about better. I don't care about none of that extra shit you talking about.
Bro,
I don't.
Schedule
you said bar for bar, quarterback for quarterback. One had more talent, the other one didn't. One got more wins, the other one don't. At the end of the damn day, that quarterback is 17-3 in the playoffs. Okay? At 17-3. You want to talk some numbers? 17-3. 7 consecutive. You know what consecutive, in the words of Cat Williams, consecutive, one after the goddamn other. Consecutive AFC championship wins. Okay? At the end of the day, one had all-world talent, and the other one had Tyreek Hill running one damn route. He ran the 9 route, and that was it. And he still won. Wow.
All I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes is a broken play quarterback.
Hey, it's a broken play league. Lamar got 3 MVPs.
I give you one rebuttal. Hold on, Jay. I give you a rebuttal.
All right. I think he skipped over schedule strength because, to be honest, of course he's going to win games if, they play the worst teams in the NFL. We start off with the hardest schedule.
Ain't they all in the NFL?
Bengals are known to have it.
Ain't they all in the NFL? They all in the National Football League, the best of the best, right?
Yes, but teams are better than other teams. Am I right?
I don't hear that shit.
Hold on, Jay. Let him get off. Let him get off, Jay. Let him get off.
Bruh, Joe is putting in that work every single year. He's dropping 4K plus yards every year, 20 plus touchdowns, low interceptions. I mean, of course,
no
Patrick
Super Bowls.
Mahomes. Bro, okay. Okay, bro. But what I'm saying is Joe, as a quarterback, is better than Patrick Mahomes, bro. Patrick Mahomes has a O-line. Of course, he's going to be winning games and winning more games than Joe because Joe has been sacked 238 times in his career. 238. If Patrick Mahomes is getting that type of pressure, bro, he's not performing. Just like we seen in this Super Bowl, they brought that pressure and he got stuck.
All right, Lo, we don't cut you off. D, what you think? Yeah, on mute.
I gotta take Jay on this one. He nailed it. The reason I'm gonna say that because, you just made up a great point. It's the receivers. Could you imagine if Patrick Mahomes had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? What type of numbers he would put up, and what he would do with that receiving corps?
Hold on, before you continue. Hold on, because I remember us having the same exact conversation about these receivers on the Chiefs. And I quote, somebody in here with a Titan shirt on said that DeAndre Hopkins is still that
He
guy.
is, and I'm gonna stand on it. Can I continue
So
now?
he ain't. So
Can I
Patrick Mahomes
continue?
ain't. So
Can I continue? And he is,
that's all I'm gonna say.
and he
That's all
still
I got
is
to say.
that guy. Anyway, I'm gonna say this about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, yes, he didn't have a defense, but I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna keep it being for a second. Joe Burrow's playoff career is not impressive to me. And I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm just gonna keep it a being. Joe Burrow's not even going to that Super Bowl if a certain quarterback on my former team did not, basically choke the game off, because he got sacked 9 times and he did absolutely nothing. He did nothing. Even when he played the Las Vegas Raiders, he got carried. Like Jay said, two top receivers. He's had that since he played in college. He's had that. And Patrick Mahomes has showed he has carried nothing. Like, just I'm not calling his receivers trash, but he's carried just nothing all the way to the Super Bowl. He's got the job done. So despite if you had a defense or not, and you said that the Chiefs had a defense between 2019 and 2020, that defense was terrible with the Chiefs. That defense wasn't all that. Patrick Mahomes, his defense gave up damn near 28, 35 points a game, and he still won. That's all I got to say. Sometimes you got to make something out of nothing.
Pop, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna give Jay the win. Low, make sure you get your facts right. First fact you got wrong is you said they had nobody on defense. That's a lie. They D-band, he was the number one sack guy. So that's BS about he didn't have no defense. His problem was, again, let's keep it a buck. They both saying the right thing. He got all of, you got the number one wide receiver or number two. You can say whatever you want. The second wide receiver, he will be the number one dude on any team. So that's the thing. So you had, if you talk about numbers and defense and everything, look at Mahomes. Mahomes carried when they won the first 4 years, it was Mahomes. Look at them numbers. That's why when you say his numbers, pay attention when you say his numbers. Look at the first 4 years when he carried the team. His numbers was crazy. So it was all about him. The second wave, it was the defense. And like D said, it wasn't the great defense. They just the last 2 years, it's been the defense that's doing it. Holmes don't have no big wide receiver, and again, like he said, come on now, let's keep it real. If you really want to keep the stats, Worthy is going to be another. What's his name? He only can run one route fast. He only can go one way. So
Sammy
your
Watkins.
argument is vague on that. Yeah, and then you say about getting sacked. What does the sack got to do with anything? Guess who had a terrible line? You act like Kansas City got the best line out there. That's why it showed in the Super Bowl. Their line been trash for 8 years, and it been this dude. That's why he looked like he the hero. He got to run for his dead life. And then you say records, and they low. We're gonna go by the records. Yeah, he's 3-1. But like they said, who the hell cares about regular season? And 3-1 looks good. But guess what? You didn't win none. Now, bro, messed around. That 1 year they beat them in the playoffs and they went to the championship and they won. Your argument might be a little bit different, but I'm gonna give it to him. He tore you up because you use some stats that messed you up. Don't use numbers with them because they numbers is fraud. You got to remember, bro, numbers gonna look crazy because when you in a losing atmosphere and a losing team, you got to throw that ball, brother. And most games they was trailing. It's rare that they had a lead. They was trailing. So and another thing, what you say about his numbers this year, they didn't have a running back. Look at his numbers when he had Mason there. So get the facts right. But again, I give it to your boy. He won it. Hot sauce got it.
Rozay, what you had to add on?
Can I go? It's my turn.
Yeah.
I can say something. All right. So look, first thing first, we're gonna bring up some stats, right? I'm glad I already knew where this was gonna go. So I got something right here. Y'all want to hear this?
Let's go
Okay.
ahead.
Patrick Mahomes' best season in his whole career They didn't go to the Super Bowl. They lost in the AFC Championship game. He threw for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Since stats matter so fucking much, he threw for 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and they still lost.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't even reach the Super Bowl. And nobody's saying nothing about that. That was probably one of their best teams they had at that time. But nobody's saying nothing.
You know why they lost?
Why is that?
Why?
Why? No, it's no why.
No. Hey, hold on. You talking to everybody. I got you in the quicksand again. Hold on.
No, this is my point. Let me finish.
I'm gonna tell you why they lost. You know why they lost.
No, I'm not worried about why they lost.
You just asked.
I want to know why nobody is treating Patrick Mahomes like in 2018 like everybody's treating Joe Burrow right now. Okay, he didn't make the play. He had all these.
Rozay, why did they lose? You got to say the why behind it. You know why they lost.
Defense with the worst.
Stop. You said that right there. What happened during the AFC Championship game that we not gonna talk about?
Who jumped outside?
When they played the Patriots? Well, he jumped outside.
Didn't that determine the game?
There you go.
What does that have to do with?
You just asked why. Why no one said nothing? That's what you just asked.
He threw 3 picks in that game too. Threw 2 on to Stephon Gilmore.
Okay.
Okay.
Did the call not affect the game or no?
Did them 3 picks not affect the game though?
No, they
Did
didn't.
3 picks not affect the game?
What's the argument here?
3 interceptions. No, so the 3 picks didn't affect the game at all.
They were still in the game at the end of the game. The call ended the game.
They were still in the game.
Wait, if he never threw them,
if D Ford does not jump outside, that game is over.
The game was over. They won the game.
They won the game.
Nah, bro.
That's just saying, hold on, because for your logic, they were down 28-0 against the Texans in the divisional round.
24.
And they came back and won.
Yeah.
If Deshaun hold on, I'm about to use the logic. By that logic, if Deshaun and them controlled the game, he would have lost, right? They came back in the game and played it again.
They lost the game because of Deshaun Watson.
Okay, go ahead with the rest of the argument.
But you know that though. And y'all keep talking about the Chiefs defense. They had a top 10 defense in 2019.
No, they did not.
I got the stat. I have.
No, they did not.
Right here, bro. All right. Listen, what does this say? What does this say right here? In 2019, the Kansas City Chiefs defense was ranked 7th in the NFL.
No, it was not.
So we just gonna say
go to the playoff run. Did they not give up 30 in each game?
They gave up damn near 30 points a game.
This is including the playoffs.
Rozay, you watched the game. Did they not give up 30?
Watch the game.
I'm
not going based on what they say. Well, we gonna watch. That defense was not all that.
The numbers do lie right there. Did they not give up 30 in the playoffs?
30-something a game.
Don't lie, bro.
If you give up, what are we talking about?
They still top 10.
That was when Honey Badger was over there.
Okay, hold on, stop. Because I'm glad you said, hold on.
They had Honey Badger. They had,
and they gave up damn near 30 points a game.
L'Jarius Sneed.
And they damn near gave up 30 points. L'Jarius Sneed did not have a career where he set a name for himself till last season.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. So let me ask you this. Logan, your argument was about how much points your defense gave up, right? If your defense is giving up 30-something a game, how much points do you need to put up?
35 plus.
And who's playing quarterback?
For the Bengals?
I'm asking in general. The quarterback he's leading the offense, right?
Yeah.
Or am I tweaking?
Of course.
You just brought up regular season stats. What was their postseason rating?
No, that was including the playoffs.
Okay, if they rank number 7, right? Let's use your logic, right? How many teams make the playoffs?
I don't know. You tell me, because at that time it was different from what
it was. It was 8 teams, right?
Well, I thought it was 6. So I don't know.
Oh, it may be 6. Okay.
It was 6.
No, I'm saying it was 6.
Okay, so it was 6 teams then. They were ranked 7. Dog, if they gave up 30-something plus in each postseason game, you tell me with your eyes, are they that good on defense?
I was like to point out this is saying that I won.
All right, anyway, so before we get into the other thing, Logan, I think you the beginning of the argument was really good. and then I think Jay at the end he ran it off. So I need someone to record me and Pops. We don't do it different. You ain't gotta be on mute. We don't go back and forth.
All right,
I already know where I'm gonna start. Jay, you got me on the time. Give me straight.
All right, you got 30 seconds. And in that 30 seconds, before I can start, I want to start on the minute. Shouts out to Team USA. I hope you whoop them Canadians' ass because they disrespected the flag. So I hope y'all whoop them Canadians' ass. I really do. We don't need Canucks. We got Kachucks. You know what I'm saying? USA, baby. All right. And y'all are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Kat.
So let me ask you a question, right? We're talking about the Redeem team with Smoke your dream team, right? That's my argument. Who was the best player on your dream team?
Jordan.
Who was the best player during the Olympics?
Charles Barkley.
Okay. I asked you that question, right? Who's your best 5 on that Olympics team?
Same one they roll with. Go for it. Let's hear your argument. Go for
My argument is, huh?
Go for it.
Okay.
Talk about the Redeem team.
First of all, Bird wouldn't have been able to play. Bird had a bad back, didn't he?
Give me the scenarios. Are we talking about now or are we talking about then? Because if it's back
It don't matter the time period. Bird was 35 years old and had a bad back, right? Yes or wrong? Yes. Okay, so what would he have done? He'd have been a liability, right?
Reverse control. That's what I'm saying. You gotta
okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and my death lineup just to set it. I got Wade at the 1, right? You know, Magic ain't guarding no D Wade. I'm gonna take Kobe at the 2. I'll put Braun at the 3. I got Melo at the 4, and I'm gonna put Bosh at the 5 just to spread the whole court out.
Mm-hmm.
What matchup are you guys winning, and who are you stopping?
My center. Who is stopping Patrick Ewing, David Robinson? Name one who's stopping them. Don't tell me they taking them outside the 3. Mind you,
they are.
Hold up. Okay, if you want to go that way, David Robinson ain't Patrick Ewing. He's more. Look at his numbers, and he's more agile. So he's destroying. My centers are destroying your boys. Bosh is in foul trouble. You got nobody coming off the bench. Omari.
Dwight, no, you messed up. Dwight's there in his prime.
Dwight is there, and Dwight got 6 fouls.
Why has he got 6 fouls?
If he couldn't handle a king, how is he gonna handle them other 2? And they both are they beat against our king.
So your centers, hold on. Your centers don't got no fouls against Chris Bosh?
Against Chris Bosh, he's going up to 3. He's useless up there. He's not playing down.
Chris Bosh ain't taking him off the dribble.
Let me say this again. You better look at how fast David Robinson was. Patrick Ewing.
Compared to Patrick ain't move out the. No. You stayed in the box.
Patrick Ewing was one of the best block in college. You look at him in college. College, he ran against all 3s. Everybody. He was the man. Period. Facts. He beat them all. He was.
Okay. All right. Look. Check me out. You got your center.
Let's go to your point guard. You got D Wade. Yes, D Wade is fast, but one thing he ain't gonna do, he can't see over Magic. Magic gonna back him down with that BS hook, and that's his score. Now I'm gonna say this again. He gonna get. I ain't gonna lie. I believe Wade gonna get his little. I don't see him getting 20-something on him.
Why not? Hold on. So let's set the stage. Magic was coming off first of all, that was Magic coming off his little break.
Not talking about the age and all that shit. You said
this is the dream team. How you gonna take that out? That's what he was coming off of.
I'm glad you feel that way. Guess what? Some legs was resting because guess what? Magic didn't even play the fucking season.
Okay, Magic is 32 years old compared to a 25-year-old D Wade. What was D Wade's nickname?
Hold up.
You telling me? No.
9 point guard. He cannot. He has never done it. And don't run this game and say
I didn't even get to my defensive matchups because I can switch it. Because you messed up. Because we can switch it.
Switch. Go ahead, you gonna fix. Switch with.
Braun can guard Magic. Braun ain't guard Magic.
number one in steals. He ain't busting it down. Your boys ain't got no handle. Do not lie and say they got a handle. Not one of your point guards got a handle. So don't play with no games. And everybody.
Hold on, stop. No one got handled. The man was 30. He was 32 years old, and he wasn't guarding no flash.
Hold up, you talking about John Stockton played 18 straight years. He didn't do that. You heard what they said. He was the first white boy out there because he said
take
nothing.
Earbuds out.
Hold up, let me finish.
No, your earbuds. You can hear you.
That's what happened.
Oh, Lord. We can't hear you.
I can hear that.
Take your earbuds out. I'm hearing my echo.
I heard it clear.
Been saying this 20 times.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Now I don't hear an echo.
For a second.
You got 6 minutes. Keep going.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Keep the earbuds out. Okay. Go ahead.
Now, you keep saying John Stockton was
keeping up with Dwayne Wade.
I want you to look at his numbers. None of his numbers will ever be broken. None of them.
What does it have to do with one-on-one basketball?
Let me finish. You keep talking about but the handle. He's gonna steal, the number one steal man. Okay, go to your shooting guard. Who's your shooting guard? You got Kobe versus Magic. Let's do this. Kobe versus Jordan. Kill it. We're not gonna go that route. Let's put it as an equal.
I ain't going that route. No. Stop. Because this is something that you 90 people. No. Stop. Because you keep. This is the thing 90s people do.
What?
This is the thing. You ignore that Magic couldn't keep up with nobody.
90s people too, right, buddy?
No. I don't care. This is his. No. Stop. Hold on.
It's not going to be a fast break, bro. And that's just something that you keep thinking. Y'all think y'all going to throw that goddamn ball down court and he going to outrun.
Can I finish? I didn't even get to finish.
Go ahead.
You keep telling me about what this dude at 32 years old who's out of his prime against. So we really don't sit here and act like Wade. It was not nicknamed the Flash, right? He's going to keep up with him because he steals the ball. Chris Paul's still on the team. Chris Paul and Stockton, he's watching Chris Paul too? You ain't have no. Because another thing is, you know what, D? I've been holding this clip in. Your 90s, go look at your guards compared to the 2000s and up and how dynamic they were. When you couldn't sit there and hand check. You know and I know. If I can hand check you, I can direct you each side of the way. If you got to sit here and play, that's not playing defense. You know it's not playing defense.
Stop. Remember what you said.
It could be right.
About the rules. We said if they play. Now you want to run hand checking. I didn't bring up no hand checking.
How is it 6'9", 250 is keeping up with D Wade?
You keep forgetting these guys. When I mean defense, he did not hammer. See, you using the wrong example. You trying to think about the bad boys. There ain't no bad boy on this dream team that was fouling like crazy like that. They didn't do that.
You really think Magic is keeping up with D Wade?
Huh? I didn't say that. I told you. But hold on.
Who is he guarding?
Who is he guarding? Who is Magic? Every time? That's bull.
He ain't boom on nobody. So we don't act like Pat ain't been on a poster. Because Pat been on some posters. You know Pat been on posters.
Let's say it
Stop it. No, because you got to stop this logic. Y'all been lying about the 90s.
Who's lying about the 90s, bro?
Because you keep telling me this defense they were playing, the best guard were not dynamic.
You think because he fast, he's going to run down court. I told you, something that you keep forgetting. Your guys, your redeem team, they don't have the IQ. You keep thinking on it, just like I keep telling you about posting up. You know it's
got no IQ.
I don't give a damn. A 6'2" dude cannot hold a 6'9". It's impossible.
I told you Brian is guarding Magic.
Impossible. Who's guarding
6'9"? Brian ain't guarding Magic.
I showed you a 6'9". LeBron can't be held because he's playing out of position. You put LeBron at the point. Who's going to hold him?
I just told you, no, because the IQ, they're going to switch on defense. Since Magic at 32 is going to be a lead scorer.
Everybody on the Dream Team is Hall of Fame. Everybody. So you're trying to tell me that
no, they're not.
Guys
Stop.
who are
not everyone.
Hold on, let me finish.
Who didn't play it, that's not on it. Stop it. They're not all Hall of Fame. They're not. The whole Dream Team isn't Hall of Fame.
Who's not?
Christian Laettner is Hall of Fame for the NFL. No, you just said everyone. No. Y'all heard it. He said everyone on the Dream Team.
Your starting five and all your starting five is Hall of Fame.
Chris Bosh ain't in the Hall of Fame. Stop it. Chris Bosh ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Melo's not in the Hall of Fame. Melo's not in the Hall of Fame. LeBron's not in the Hall of Fame. D-Wade's not in the Hall of Fame. Kobe's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Jordan not in the Hall of Fame.
Chris Paul's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, Chris Paul is not in there now. Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm done. Jason Kidd's not in the Hall of Fame because he ain't have no handles either.
Yes. Hey, he never had a handle. You heard them. They told you.
Jay Kidd ain't have a handle.
Now all of a sudden you gonna say he got a handle. Come on, bro.
Jay Kidd ain't. Hold on. Stop it.
He didn't. You heard it. He couldn't shoot, but guess what? He was in the top 5 in 3-pointers, and everybody know Jason Kidd couldn't shoot. See,
you just said he ain't have no handle. No. Because you first just said they didn't have no Hall of Fame.
You gonna tell me who's your next guy? Who's the next guy?
Dwight's in the Hall of Fame. Chris Paul's in the Hall of Fame. You told me we didn't have. I just went through 8, 9 Hall of Famers. Stop it.
Okay. Now you trying to tell me your Hall of Famers and all your stuff? Come on now, go.
They always in their prime. No, because you're gonna stop with this logic, man. They didn't. They weren't in their prime.
That's a good line.
They weren't in their prime.
Listen, Rob, you're not even letting me go off because you interrupting. You let everybody do they fact checks and you ain't doing yours. When I tell you to do your facts, tell me.
I brought up the age. You said the whole Dream Team's in the Hall of Fame. They're not. Because I just told you Christian Laettner is not in the Hall of Fame for his NBA career.
Man, we ain't counting
no.
Okay.
You said the logic, so you're wrong on that.
Okay, we got one. Christian Laettner.
Hey, I'm throwing the BS flag. Tom, damn it. Tom.
There you go.
Shit. All right.
He's going off.
All right. I'm taking over. Lo, who you got winning that? That was a New Yorker battle. I don't even know what was going on half the time. Lo, who you got?
I'm gonna give it to Sheem, just because the matchups. I believe that the Dream Team couldn't hold that. They can't hold the amount of firepower in that squad. Mixed with you said something about fouls. How nobody on the Dream Team are major fouls, all right? John Stockton and Patrick Ewing are both in the top 15 fouls of all time.
And get posted too.
So y'all scared to get posted on. Y'all won't even play no D.
So I'm gonna give it to Sheem.
You messing with the wrong D at the top of the
barrel. So that you can't talk about D. The only way you can get D, you gotta play some. You gotta get dunked on. And back then, Boston is got dunked on.
Phrasing.
I know. Your best player was Charles Barkley. That was the whole point of the argument.
Bro, but you think you guys was gonna beat Charles Barkley back then? When y'all gonna look at the numbers, bro? Charles Barkley.
No, because you don't want to keep looking at these slow feet people at the center.
Charles Barkley even
he's out muscling Braun.
Hold up, you're taller than Barkley.
I know.
Barkley is 6'2". And he's sitting there, he giving rebound. He's doing all this, and you gonna try to tell me the dude is trash? Get out.
I didn't say he was trash. I didn't say he was trash. You keep telling me that your defense
running down the court.
They would have been broken. Hey, D, what he say?
Like I said, I gave y'all guys some props, but certain stuff I just can't see because the one thing y'all always forget, and this is what makes our generation different. Y'all young dudes don't ever think about IQ. IQ is the most important.
So Cole ain't have no IQ?
Hold on.
That's the most. Y'all never sit back and think about that. Y'all keep thinking about, because y'all more athletic. You could be athletic. That don't mean trash.
Okay, stop. Hold on. I want to ask him one question. Hold on. I want to ask him one question because the 90s was so superior at the IQ. Why didn't the Utah Jazz double Jordan and take him out the game and let someone else beat him? If the IQ was no, because don't tell me he can't get double teamed. Why
what?
didn't
You
they?
couldn't. This is something that you got.
Oh, you can't double team a man.
Let me
Come
finish.
on, man.
No, they did double team him. Hornacek trash. He couldn't hold them. What's name couldn't hold them. And one thing about it, just like when everybody, what's the first thing we all say about LeBron? Only
Hey,
time
Lo.
LeBron is the same thing. You know, same thing you
can't
say
win.
about Kobe.
That's why
Everybody
I said
gonna
Jordan
get
couldn't play nobody in the finals.
Who?
Hold on. Damn all that.
Who?
Rozay, who you got winning this? D, shut up. Rozay, who you got winning this? I gotta get a score count.
You can't double team. You can't double team Jordan.
Shut up. Cat,
I know he did not just say that.
No. Shut the hell up. Rozay?
I'm gonna be at. I already know what side I'm going on, but I do get where Omar coming from. I get his point of view, but Rasheem, that death lineup, nobody's stopping that shit at all, bro. All you gotta do is just run the floor. If you run the floor on that dream team, everybody's in their mid-30s. It's over with. It's OV. Like, there's no stopping LeBron on fast break, no stopping Kobe on the fast break. There's no stopping Chris Bosh on the perimeter. He's gonna drive David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, all good and everything. But Chris Bosh now in his prime, when he was doing that, he catch the ball at the free throw line, he in the post, and he triple threat your ass, and then you drive it to the back. It's over with, bro. Nobody's gonna stop that. David Robinson might be fast, but come on now. No, we ain't gonna act like Chris Bosh wasn't on that trajectory to be one of the best power forwards in the league before he went to the Heat.
D, what you got? D, what you got?
I got Sheem because I just got. I mean, who is his dream team guarding? Like who are they guarding? Who is Michael Jordan guarding? Who is Charles Barkley guarding? Who they guarding? That's what I want to know. But besides David Robinson guarding Chris Bosh, who else is guarding who? Who is Magic Johnson guarding?
Okay, I got yours. Now,
can we get an answer to? Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Can we get an answer? Hold on. Can we get an answer to who they guarding?
No,
I just want to hear what he want to say.
No. I don't want to hear it. No, it's 3, and so Cat don't want it. Did you just mute me? You know what? You're disrespectful. You really are. You're disrespectful. I'm gonna go with O on this one simply because. Can I not hear? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. No?
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got O on this one simply because it was a lot of loud coming from Rasheem. I get now, do I think the Redeem team would beat the Dream Team? Yes. But for argument's sake, the argument side of it, it was ironclad on one side, and one side was just a bunch of he's gonna fill in. Your whole argument was he couldn't fill in where you left it for him, right? Like if you would have just filled in the sentence in the rest of the sentence, you'd have blew him out. But because you left it open, you left an open argument and you didn't finish your food. And that's why Omar kind of got you. Because you didn't finish your food. You let him stay in the game long enough to where he could just out loud you. And we all know he can out loud you. And he did.
One thing, hold up, y'all
ain't
give me a chance to rebuttal either. And you also got to remind yourself, your own Redeem team said they don't think they would have won. So that's a damn shame when your own teams think they think they would win. So that's what I'm going by. And they even said, hold up. And one thing I forgot to tell you,
I want to just the elephant in the room.
Hold up. And it was Kobe who gave them heart. Because guess what? Them same pussies lost before and they lose. They got fucked.
It wasn't the same team, though.
So that's the
same team.
One person they added. They added one person.
One person. You messed
the
up.
Black Mamba. He had to show them.
The guard was different. They had different picks. No.
Stop. LeBron said. What Melo said? Yeah, it was all.
Hey yo!
What LeBron said? Yo, I was shocked. What they wait? Oh my God, he ran to his teammate. Hold on. Where did Kobe get that 90s mentality from? He brought the 90s mentality. Think about it. He brought the 90s mentality on him. So y'all all talk that trash. Y'all seen the video. He said? Kobe did it from the 90s. perfect. He had that attitude of the first dream team. You
What
gonna run in there.
Carmelo
He
say?
went again. Guess what? What your boy LeBron said? Oh my God, he led us. Mello, you right.
What he say?
They were
He went
see,
dick
nah,
up.
but we really not to.
Bob, and you know it. Matter of fact, that's what I should have hit y'all with. You better turn to Netflix and watch the Redeem Team where they sat there and told the truth. They told the truth. They told.
They
We
did.
not sure. We
maybe,
not. Come on.
They did.
maybe.
But again, I'm gonna do this. I'll
No,
take my
listen.
L. I'll take my
I
L
know.
because guess what? I'm going against your young boys. But you better watch the video.
You
Young boy
better
been
watch the
talking.
video. And
He
another
said,
thing is, no, stop. Hold on. I let you
and
rebuttal.
Kobe said,
I
I got
let you
that from the
rebuttal.
who?
Hold
Who did
on.
Kobe get the mentality
Oh my
from?
Lord.
He said
Okay.
the
He
90s.
played in the
Okay,
'90s.
we
Joe
mastered
again.
the thing. But no. Hold on,
D has
Rozay.
lost
Hold
in
on.
training
I want him back on the camera. Wait. Because I'm about to mess him up on something that
Hold
no
up.
one else
I'm gonna
talks
drop the
about.
mic like this.
Wait, no.
Hey, Jay,
You
in the
ain't, no.
conversation. I took the L,
No,
but
you
guess
ain't.
what?
I
Y'all
know
gonna
you
watch
took
that
an L.
video.
No. Okay, cool. Hold on, Jay.
Watch it.
Can I
I did
finish?
watch it.
Listen,
No.
I'm going to
If
ask you
we
one
only have
question.
more
No,
stuff to get to.
stop. I don't care. I'm about to talk. I'm going to talk regardless. Now, listen. The one thing that y'all don't ever point out,
Just mute me. That's disrespectful.
one thing y'all don't, AD, let me ask them something. That they want to keep talking and this, that, and the other.
I'm
The
listening.
Dream Team was, the Dream Team was the best players in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing the Redeem Team didn't have? All the best players in the league.
Exactly. And defense.
And we still had, that was your best out of your whole era, right?
Hold up. Nope. Because I'm gonna tell you something that y'all
Oh, here
guys
we
don't
go.
know.
Here, who's the other shooting guard? Drexler was the
Okay,
best.
stop.
Who?
Why
Who
am I
else?
the only one that
Hey,
got
gentlemen,
muted?
hold up for a minute.
Who else?
Magic Johnson, something that y'all guys, I don't think none of y'all know. Magic Johnson was not supposed to be on that team. It was
Isaiah
Tim
Thomas.
Hardaway.
Okay, he's
No,
5'8". What's Isaiah though do?
Stop. It was not Isaiah Thomas.
It
The
was
best guard in
Isaiah.
the league was Tim Hardaway.
Yeah,
I'm
Tim
sorry,
was
not Tim Hardaway. Yeah, it was Tim Hardaway.
Penny.
He was killing it. You know what he did? Because nobody even mentions it. He was the starter, and they pulled him. And they said because of Magic. And he said, you know what? Magic is the man. It was no way I was going to do it. But you keep talking about it. I keep it real. And let's keep it 100. You really think of all things, I'm just going to, because y'all guys don't really be knowing all the facts. Y'all only see pieces of the story. But Tim was a beast back there. Pull up his number.
Because
Tim
we were
Hardaway.
not born.
Not Tim Hardaway. I keep saying Hardaway. Is it Tim Hardaway? What's his name?
Penny.
Tim Hardaway on the Heat.
Yeah. So he was the
I
man during
thought it
that
was
time. He was
Tim.
the man. And you cannot front. Now, let's change the scenario. What do you feel about that dude? He can run. He was Flash before Flash. He had the killer crossover. He was the one with the killer crossover.
But he was on
Bro,
the. He was.
So that's
hold on,
facts.
hold on.
Now, this
The
Bro,
is the
other
part
one was
that
the
y'all
Dream
don't
Team
know.
versus
Stop.
the
Hold
Dream
on. If
Team.
we don't
And
go
the
that
Dream
logic,
Team
we
was Magic.
didn't even bring the greatest power forward of all time on. He wasn't even on the team.
Who?
The greatest power forward of all time wasn't on the team.
Wasn't on the team. Tim
And don't tell me.
Tim
Go
Duncan
ahead.
was on the
I
team.
want to hear. Duncan
What
was
you said? I
overrated
don't
too.
understand.
Tim Duncan
I
was
My
don't
whole
understand.
point, besides the Redeem
Tim
Team,
Duncan
right?
wasn't on
We
the
about to
Redeem
go
Team.
to your generation because Tim Hardaway's your reserve.
No, he wasn't. He didn't make the team. He was the starter. He did. That's why I keep trying to tell you. He
You
was the
missing my
starter.
whole.
They twist. Listen to what I'm
Nah,
saying.
that's what we were
David
saying.
Stern and the
Tim
NBA
Duncan wasn't on
wanted
the
him.
team.
You don't understand. That's why I keep trying to tell you. If you want to really be technical, when you keep talking about, you're about to hit me and say, what guy can match up with him? I'm trying to tell you. You tell me, look at his stats, and you heard everybody, not my voice. What have you heard about how fast Tim was?
I've
How
never heard them
powerful
say he
Tim
was the
was?
best
Who
point
had
guard
the
in his
best
generation.
crossover? Who was the man? Tim was averaging 23, I think at least 22 points a game. He was the lead in assists. He was doing it. The bottom line, they've changed it. So if you keep trying to run the things, yes, you're right. You talking about speed because you're about to hit me with the speed. I'm just
I
trying to tell you
wasn't
the
going to hit
facts.
you because you
Now
didn't let
hold
me
up.
finish.
Now again,
so Tim Hardaway, first of all,
He would have been the
nigga got.
difference maker.
No, hold on.
you
Listen,
telling me he's
hold
you
on.
trying to tell
Hold
me.
on. Let me ask you this, bro. I'm asking this with all honesty. Tim Hardaway is good and everything, but you telling me a nigga with
Never bring
one.
up Tim Hardaway to me before.
Listen, bro. This nigga only got one fucking move. Tween, cross to the left, and pull up at the midi. That's all he fucking got. That shit is getting ripped.
Who you trying to tell me Dwayne got a better handle? Are you sick?
I don't care about no
Anybody
fan.
say
No,
Dwayne?
What does
Dwayne's
the
a better
handle?
When y'all
defender.
saying he's the
Dwayne's a
point
better
guard, and you
defender.
want to tell me
He's
this
a better
dude's a shooting
defender.
guard? Never played point
What
guard.
does the
He is
handle?
a
Dwayne
What does
Wade is
shooting
a
guard.
better
handle?
Dwayne Wade
defender.
ain't
I'm
never
not
been
He's
no
a
wait.
better
point
Okay,
guard.
defender.
since you
Who is
want
he
to bring
holding
up
No,
up?
but he's a
handles,
better
D-Wade is a
defender.
better
You telling me
defender.
D Wade got better handle?
D-Wade
Y'all
is a
Better
better
man, I'm about to
defender
defender.
than
hang up
Tim.
on
Kobe
y'all.
clamping
No,
that
no,
I'm
he's
too.
about
a
to
better
hang up.
let me
defender.
Ain't
So
no
let me
D
way in
Wade,
hell this
hold
man
on,
got
He's a
hold
better
better
on,
handle.
defender.
D-Wade is a way
hold
better
on, hold
defender.
on. Besides, we don't go with this Tim Hardaway. D Wade is not known for defense too. He don't play both ways.
You're telling me D Wade got a
He's a
better handle?
he's
This
a
I
nigga
better
did
talking
defender.
about
no.
better
No,
handle.
You're
no, you
creating that
said
argument. No
defense.
one said
He's
nothing
not a
about
point
handle.
guard. See,
No
this is
one.
where you messing up. He's not even a point guard. He's a shooting guard. When has Dwayne Wade ever was a point guard?
So he
See,
can't
this is
bring
where
the.
you make
But
me
this
Hold
death
on. Stop.
lineup,
Can I
hold
finish?
on.
Hold on.
Cat, hold on.
Then we
The
can't bring
death
the ball
lineup
up.
has the
I
best
didn't say he
players
can't
out
bring up the
there.
ball. You
So what
told
is
me
your
the
argument
handle.
here?
He's gonna give Tim Hardaway. What? Y'all lost you. I'm gonna tell you
on
something.
defense.
Hold
He
up, guys.
is. He
Hold up.
is.
We're gonna
He
have a
is. On defense,
disagreement
he's
here. Let me
giving Tim
finish for a
Hardaway
second.
hell.
Hold up.
What is the
What I'm gonna
third
tell
greatest
y'all to
shooter
do
of
to
all
do is I
time?
want y'all to do something for me. We're gonna have this conversation. I want y'all to look at this dude's game and listen to other. Even Iverson tell you.
I
Everybody
didn't
would
heard
tell
all
you
this today,
how
bro.
bad this dude was with the handle. They tell
What
you how
one
bad Tim
move?
Hardaway.
What
Hold up,
move
y'all
is that?
guys ain't really hear
What
about him because
move is it?
everybody only know the key figures. It's like a Kevin Johnson. Y'all may think what? Y'all
Who is
guys don't
that?
know how bad Kevin
Kevin
Who's
Johnson
Kevin
Johnson had
was.
Johnson?
one move.
And on
Kevin
the
Johnson had
Suns.
one
Kevin
move.
Johnson could dunk. He could
He's on the
score.
Suns. Yeah.
This dude was illmatic. And they, you know
I
what was the
wasn't
difference?
born
And like
then.
I said, back then, they didn't let the guards do what they supposed to do. Like now, the guards are all
Hold
big.
on,
It was,
Omar. I got
everything
something
ran
for
through
you,
a
bro. Hold
center.
on. I got something for you. Hold on. Before we move on, I got something for you. Hold on.
I'm just gonna
You said
say
you
D
said you
Wade
said Tim
was a
Hardaway got he got one of the best handles, right? I ain't gonna argue with you that he a top 5, top 10 point guard. I give you that, but we're not just gonna act like D Wade doesn't have no defense. They got
I didn't say
Tayshaun.
he didn't have no defense.
Rasheem didn't
D
even say
Wade
the
is.
defensive players that was on that team that are guard. They got Tayshaun
He
Prince
don't say
to lock down.
Tayshaun Prince can't guard no one. I already know what he finna say.
So
Which Tayshaun
Tayshaun
Prince? You
Prince
talking
was
about the
a
Detroit Tayshaun Prince or the
yeah,
one that y'all talking about
Detroit.
here?
Dude,
Detroit.
everyone on the Redeem team was in
Detroit.
their prime. That's my whole point.
So
Tayshaun Prince
The
was
look.
a
Dream
Hold
Team
on,
was
hold
on
on.
the
phenomenal
back
defense.
end of their career.
I want y'all to look at this and tell me somebody not ripping this shit when it pop up, bro.
When
Just hold
AI
on.
came in, he giving people fits.
Somebody ain't ripping that shit. What the fuck is that? D Wade ain't ripping that,
Yeah,
Omar.
it's
Mm-mm.
because
No, D
D
Wade
Wade,
ain't.
Kobe,
Come
and
on,
Tayshaun are
bro.
sitting on that. Hey, Rozay, here's what's gonna happen. D Wade,
Come
Tayshaun
on,
Prince,
look at
and
this, bro.
Kobe, they're sitting on the second tween. Tween. They're sitting on
That
the
nigga say
second one. They're
tween
ripping
tween. Go
and they're
somewhere,
Stop.
man.
going.
Okay, I'm gonna
Tween. Go
ask
Yeah,
y'all
somewhere.
something.
they're ripping the
Stop for a
second one.
second. Just stop for
Man,
a
come
second.
on, bro.
Stop for a second. Y'all doing something that I want y'all guys to stop doing. Y'all using what they have knowledge of now. I said they didn't have no knowledge. Let's just say that your team didn't know shit about the Dream Team. Didn't know
It's called
nothing.
scouting.
My team, hold up. My team didn't know nothing. How in the world? Because you keep forgetting every move your generation learned. Except for one thing, and I'm gonna keep it real. The one thing I never really seen back then was the Euro step. But everything else came from us.
Because
You
that
didn't
was the
have a
Euro players.
crossover until us. We created it. Now, I'm
Hey,
not gonna lie, is it better now? Hell yeah. But back then, if you go back then and think about it, who can do certain things? It's built different. This is why I said this argument, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like this argument because this argument would never be
Yeah.
correct because it should be
Yeah.
generation arguments. Who's the best in the 90s? Who's the best in the 80s? Who's the best in 2000s? That's the argument because you can never compare styles. This is a waste argument because guess what? Us old people gonna say defense, your new people gonna say offense. And you got to
we
understand,
got defense
again,
too.
there it is. And we keep saying that the
Well,
same thing. Now, me personally, I keep it 100. I don't think all the players in the 90s could make it right now. Nor do I think all the players of the 2000s could make it back then. Because you have to also put back in condition. That's why I said this is a bad argument because defense versus a no defense is two different animals. So numbers look crazy. Hold up. I'm not
hold on,
dissing.
Cat.
Listen
No,
to let
but
me finish.
Cat.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not judging. See, this is what you're doing. That's why I said I like to go by errors. Because, again, it's impossible to truly judge the 90s guys versus the 2000s because the rules are different. Everything is different now. Now, if you sit here and say, that's why I asked you for the argument, is it against y'all in the 2000s or back in the 90s? I believe in the 2000s, ain't no way in that. Y'all probably would run us through the thing. You probably would win certain games. But I don't think it's going to be no sweep on either side. Just because, like I said again, always tell y'all guys, Sheem, let's keep it real. How many I used to call, what I used to tell you when you go play them dudes in the street? They call Park All-Stars for a reason because their IQ is totally different. They know the little secrets. They know the little stuff. Now, y'all guys, like I told you, and another thing you always got to remember, when you play against your friends, you play a different way. It's rare that you play against your friends or your colleagues a certain way. Now, back then, it was no friendship. It was no friendship. So guess what? The brutality was terrible. Now it's a friendship. So guess what? It's a whole different thing. I believe y'all the best athletes, period. I'm not going to lie, because them dudes, I don't think most of them could compete. Because guess what? It's not possible. Y'all was able to run because y'all had the technology. Now, if you flip the strips, and I always say this, no technology, and you had to live back in our era, how good you would be. You hear the stories about Bernard King. What do y'all say? Bernard King was a beast. Guess what? When he had that surgery and blew his knee out, he was never the same dude. He came back, he did the little thing. But guess what? The same surgery that they have, and you ever seen that man's knee, how it looks? Guess what happens? It changes. So that's the whole argument. That's why I say I don't like this debate about the 80s, 90s. And I'm going to be honest, ain't no way hell the 70s, 60s, the 80s will keep up with the 2000s. It's not possible. It's not possible because y'all better condition. Y'all better athletes. Y'all are better. Because technology has doing it. If we stayed in the same era, it'd be a different. Just like you say with the basketball. You look at it. What was the first thing? Y'all was young. The first thing everybody said, they was crying because the point guards were bitches. They said, yo, we can never score. So guess what? They had to change the game. And where they changed it, they made it European style. That's why the Europeans are coming in and killing y'all guys. Because the Europeans play a different style. And now America is playing European ball. So guess what? All the Europeans look great. You know what I mean? Look at this everybody from Europe. Look like they're so great. That's the main reason. And like I said, the IQ, American IQ is terrible in basketball. Rod, you proved it to me. You showed me. Guys don't ever evolve past AAU status. So that's the whole big argument. But again, just to clear the argument up, I agree. Most of y'all guys in 2000s right now, hell nah, dog. Some dudes couldn't mess with them. But I think because of the rules. Now, you go back to the old school rules, y'all may have hell because y'all not used to the banging and really doing stuff and making adjustments. So again, I take my L. You was right, Ron. Your team probably would, but I don't see no sweep. But I also understand how big IQ is. IQ is a hell of a thing. That's why almost every team that you see that go to the Super Bowl, the championships, what's you always hear? Man, they had to get that right veteran in. They had to have that veteran to come in. Same thing like Kobe. You heard it. What did you first hear? Without Kobe, we wouldn't did this. Think about it. Kobe didn't play on that other team that got smacked. You got to think. Who was on it? Melo.
And Braun.
LeBron, look. Get in my asshole, LeBron. Guess what?
Omar,
You didn't have none of that.
Omar, since you brought that up, hold on. Since you brought that up, Omar, hold on, Jay, hold on. Since you brought that up, Omar, before the Dream Team, the Olympics before, them niggas got their shit smacked too.
You know why? Do you know why?
They didn't have the best players, baby.
No. You make a mistake. Ain't about being the best players. You know what happened to America? America went against college versus grown men.
Of course.
And it's a difference. That's why America changed it. And that's why America say they're going to go back to college because it was not fair. Grown men versus kids. And again, you think about it. They wasn't that better than the college kids, but their IQ was ridiculous. All them teams that Europe was sending was straight trash. Guess what? They played together and they had IQ. All Americans want to do is dunk the goddamn ball and think about that. That's it. We're going to outrun you. Okay, keep running, homeboy. Eventually, we're going to catch you. And what happened? Your legs run out. So, again, that's why Europe took over. And why is Europe still dominating? Because they still playing the same type of ball. The same ball and the whole
I
IQ.
agree
That's
with.
why
I
everybody
agree
keeps
with
saying, "Why is the
Omar.
European guy smarter?" Why? They like
I
rock. Yo, I'm gonna play you, my friends. Fuck your
And no one
friends. Them
said
dudes in
that.
Europe
My
don't
whole
give a
thing,
shit.
you
Hey,
compared they.
hold on.
Never mind.
Cat, hold on.
Oh, boy.
I agree with if you play in a different league, what you always call him, La Queen. LeBron not getting pushed around. He's not. LeBron's a bitch when it comes to fouls. We
During
all know
that
that. We've
time,
all
you
seen it.
keep forgetting what
During
Brian
that
was
time,
talking about. Y'all were looking
no.
at
But no, but
today.
listen. No,
Brian
no,
at
listen.
24 years
Cat,
old was
cat,
doing what? He was
cat,
putting people on
cat.
posters.
Hold on, cat.
He
But
was pitting
listen.
post, but he
He
wouldn't
was
go
still
down to the
calling
line.
for
Remember,
he was
he was
still
scared to
calling
take
for
free
fouls
throws.
though. He was
He was
still
scared to
calling
go
for
for free
fouls though.
throws
He
because he couldn't
was.
shoot the free
At
throw.
that
Remember
time,
that.
his entire career he's
Okay.
been calling for fouls.
I
If he
know.
had to play in that
Charles
league,
Barkley
he's
would have
not
kept up
playing the
with
same
And what
way.
Brian.
Barkley used to no, hold up, Jay.
No,
I'm gonna hit him.
because
What Barkley
Barkley's
used to
gonna
say,
push his
when
ass
he
on the
gonna go
fucking
down the
ground.
middle? Why he don't post up? And what happened?
He wouldn't
LeBron
need to.
listened
He would have
and
blew
do that
by.
stuff. When y'all
I
say
ain't gonna
LeBron
lie,
took that
LeBron
first
ain't
L,
never needed to do that though. Hey,
yeah,
LeBron
but
was
he
No, but
great.
I'm
needed to do it.
saying,
You know
He
why?
didn't
Because
need
guess what? He
to.
got exposed against the Spurs when he took that garbage team to Cleveland, and they was like, you know what? What y'all said? Let one man beat us. He couldn't even beat him by himself. He was a one-man army. He couldn't beat the Spurs. And the Spurs, go ahead, bro. We're gonna pitch your butt on the line. And what
Even if
happened?
he did have
LeBron
a,
missed a lot of free throws.
even
He
if,
won. Pops.
mm-hmm.
Me, Rozay, JD, and even Logan has had this argument, and I gotta hear it from your perspective. What is a NBA superstar difference than a star? And I'm gonna set you up after this, but I want to see what's your definition of what's a superstar to you.
You waiting on me now? Well, I think you did it wrong. It should be superstar versus all-star. Because I think it's two different categories. You can be a superstar and not be an all-star. Meaning some people are great. And then some people is beneath great. You understand? So again, what you're saying is superstar. Now, I'll say this: LeBron, he's not a superstar. He's an all-star. Kyrie, all-star. Paul George, superstar.
See,
I don't think he's an
this
So
is
all-star.
how
this
are you
is
gonna
the
put Paul George as a superstar and not LeBron?
No, I said all-star is higher than a superstar to me. All-star means you're the best of the best. Superstar is the second tier for me. You understand? Second tiers. So second tier plays. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it as when y'all be sitting here because a lot of people try to group everybody together. Paul George is not a all-star to me. I
So
don't see it.
so right now,
okay. Hold on, hold on. I already
so right now, Cleveland Cavaliers have 3 All-Stars on that team.
There's only one.
Is there a
No.
superstar on that
okay.
team?
Here.
No.
Before I know what we don't say. We got tier 1 players and tier 2. That's
Yes.
essentially what we forget the thing. So go ahead with your tier 1 players. Go ahead.
Lowe's about to say there's only one tier dude there. Is the point guard. The rest of the dudes are not on his level. There's only one. Almost every team supposed to have one that is the man clear cut. See, that to me makes you the man, the all-star, the tier. LeBron, Luka, them two are all-stars.
Tier
You know what I
1.
mean?
Just say tier 1.
Tier 1. They are tier 1. Now, the rest of the team, man, I don't even see nobody's a tier 2 on that team. Cleveland, Mosley, what's the other point guard? Yes, they are tier 2.
Garland and
Garland, he's a tier 2.
you said
He's not.
Donovan Mitchell's number. He's the tier 1.
Donovan Mitchell is tier 1.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
that's how I look at it, like that. Same. Let's go to Miami. Miami don't have nobody to me that's a tier 1. Everybody on that squad right now is a tier 2. Bam is not a tier 1. He's not. And when I say tier 1, meaning do you trust this guy to take over? And he's going to take over. He's going to dominate. That is the tier 1, not this, oh, wow, he's a Tobias. Once in a while you get a good game out of him. And that's mediocre. That's tier 2 level.
So what is Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum is tier 1. He's tier 1.
All right, what is Jaylen Brown?
Tier 1.
Thank you.
Everybody else.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Wanted to. So,
hold up. Pagingas, to me, he's tier 2. He's not a tier 1. He's tier 2. He has proven that he cannot be the man. So he's not. Next team.
Okay, now before we get into the reason we set this up, because we had this argument about Butler and Kyrie, right? Now, I personally believe if you are tier 1, now Rozay thinks this is completely off the rails, but I don't understand how hard this concept is. A tier 1 guy, you just acknowledge that the Heat don't have no one that's a tier 2 or a tier 1, right? When Butler was there, I don't care. I don't believe there's many players on the tier 1 status would have got that trash to the finals. Not once, but twice.
See, Jimmy Butler is the different. Jimmy Butler he's different than any player right now, because technically he's a 2, but he has the ability to be a 1, and that's why I would make Jimmy Butler a 1, because he does something different. He's one of the rare guys that's a 2 during the regular season, and then when he gets to the playoffs, he turns it on. And most people cannot do that. You only could be one way or another.
Ain't that what the fuck I said to y'all niggas the other fucking day?
No.
Yeah.
Someone come get him. Someone come get him. No.
You said he was not a superstar.
You said he was not a
but
superstar.
Did I not say in the playoffs
you didn't even
shows up?
No, you just said that. You know what you exactly said. Stop. You specifically hold on. You specifically said that his finals appearances. You said it didn't count because he didn't win.
Did I not agree with you that he do show up in the playoffs? I said I don't care about finals appearances. I don't care about that. But he shows up in the playoffs. I gave you that credit.
My whole point was the finals appearances, because you can make the playoffs each year. Trae Young made the playoffs. I don't think Trae Young's a tier 1 star.
I never said Trae Young was a tier 1.
I know, but you're missing the whole point that we were setting up here. The initial point was Jimmy is a 1 because of the deep playoff runs. He had 2. And specifically in that one finals in the bubble, Jimmy was the best player on both. You can't argue with me. He was the best player on both teams. He may have lost. And then I told you the same kudos we give Allen Iverson for making that Heat team was freaking trash. The same thing that when we give up to when Braun got tore up with the Spurs, that was a trash team he took. I don't understand how it is so hard to get with Jimmy Butler being a 1. How can what number 2? And then I asked you who would you put on the tier 2 status that would have got the Heat to their finals?
You said who?
Yeah.
No, repeat it. I couldn't hear you.
I said who on that number 2 status, since Jimmy's not a number 1, your list of 2s would have got that Heat team over there to the finals 2 times.
Shit, I don't know who's gonna be categorizing as a 2.
Who
so to me, you prove that you the head honcho if you're doing that to me.
Who we categorizing as a 2? That's what I want to know.
You pick the rest of the.
Because I mean, your pops really just said that Jimmy Butler is really a tier 2, but when he gets in the playoffs, he's a tier 1. Really, at the end of the day, he's a tier 2, right?
No, when it count, the regular season don't matter according to you.
I mean,
you did say that.
See, and I'm gonna say this.
You said it today. Actually, you did say it
for a
today.
second. Let me jump in. Like Jimmy Butler argument. See, Jimmy Butler. Everybody keep forgetting. You jumping around. When he had his one time to be the man, and he had it. Everybody keep forgetting. Chicago. He became the man in Chicago. He was the man. When he was the man in Chicago, he put up the numbers. He showed they could be the number 1, but he never wanted to be number 1. If you pay attention, even when Dwayne Wade came back, he deferred to Dwayne Wade. When Dwayne Wade came and they played that 1 year together, I don't even think they did a whole year together. Didn't he get traded? I think Dwayne Wade got traded to Cleveland during that year. But that was the whole thing about it. See, Jimmy is a different. Like I said, I have not seen a guy like this, except for a couple, but they never were nothing. They always had like a Mad Max. He'll come out of nowhere and get you 18, 12 during the regular season, and you'd be like, damn, dog, he should be averaging that. It don't work like that. So, again, Jimmy's the only one I've seen. But if you pay attention, everywhere he go, when he's considered the number 2, he becomes the number 1. And that's the crazy part
But
about it.
when on the Heat was he ever considered the number two option on the Heat?
No, he was never considered the number 2 in the
Okay,
Heat.
so when he was on the Heat, he had no choice but to do that, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be number 1,
But
but
if
he
had
you
didn't
no
show up
even
choice.
and
get a few
produce,
those.
that means
But when he was
why is that a discredit?
when he was on the Bulls, why couldn't he do that then? When he was by
He
himself
did
after
do
D
it.
Rose, he didn't
Mind
make
They
you,
it
he
to the.
did.
they didn't make the
I'm
He didn't
playoffs.
make the playoffs, but he did
not.
he scored. But remember what his
Okay,
team,
we talking
remember
about
what he,
stats.
no,
We talking
hold for
about
a minute.
stats.
Remember what he got and he inherited. See, you keep forgetting. He
I'm a.
inherited the
I
poor
know. I know
Bulls
what the
team when they
Bulls.
all
I
got
know
hurt.
what the. I know what. No, the only person that got hurt was Derrick Rose. Carlos Boozer was still there. Taj Gibson was
No.
still
Derrick
there.
That
Rose was
wasn't his
done when he was
team.
there, and
Derrick
what's his
Rose
name
was
was
already
done.
hurt. He was already.
That
Derrick
wasn't his
Rose was
team,
already.
man.
Lou Dang was there. Lou Dang didn't have nothing
Luol
left in
Deng
him.
was hurt.
The
He was
center who
hurt.
the
Bro,
Knicks
no, you're
got, the
talking
center,
about
all of that.
You're
Joakim
talking
was
about.
hurt.
Hold on, bro.
Joakim
Y'all are
and
talk.
Luol
Hold
Deng was
on.
hurt.
Y'all are talking about the Bulls team when Tom Thibodeau was still there and they was running Derrick Rose 48 minutes a game. After that season, Luol Deng was gone. He wasn't on the team no more.
Right.
It was Rip Hamilton, Taj Gibson, Joakim Noah wasn't even on the team no more. He was on the Knicks
Okay.
by then. And Jimmy Butler was on the team by himself,
So
just
let me
like he
ask
was on
you,
the Heat.
how many players would have won it with that team then?
It's the same team as the Heat. So how come he didn't win at that
I don't
time?
think so. I think the Heat team was better.
Nah, the
But I
Heat
just
team
said the
was a
Heat team
lot
was
better.
trash. Y'all comparing the Heat team to the '07 Cavs team.
Oh, I never said that. That was
I
Mike
did.
I
Bell.
didn't say that.
Hey, I
Okay.
don't believe that.
One, the East was different, not
The
climbing.
Bulls at that time had Pau Gasol too.
How was? Come on,
I'm
dog.
just saying.
Powell was at
I'm
the
just naming
end.
players.
Powell was at the
You
end.
just
I'm just
naming
naming
players.
He
players.
was
So
at the
think
Just
about
end.
naming
this:
players.
we setting the presidents, right? Okay, the Bulls. Okay, I don't even because to me he was still transitioning into being Jimmy Butler. The
He was on the Bulls
Timberwolves.
for 5 seasons already. That's what people don't know. He was
He came
already
in. Hold on,
starting to win.
stop. Since I'm glad you said that. He was the man when he came
He came in
straight out.
Bro, I'm not
not
saying
straight
that,
out of
bro.
So what does
Marquette.
that
He
mean?
was
Bro,
out the
He rated.
man.
What does that mean?
listen. No,
He was number
listen.
2 out of Marquette.
Bro, Jay, shut up, bro. You're not even listening, bro. Like, just chill
Not
out, bro.
he was.
I'm
He was number
listen.
2 out of Marquette.
I'm
He
not
came in
talking
number 2.
about that, bro. Y'all niggas is going completely left. When Jimmy Butler was already 5 seasons deep, when D Rose got hurt, Joakim
Right.
Noah left, Luol Deng left. He should have already been transitioned. He played 3 seasons as strictly as a defensive player. He was a lockdown defender. That was his role for 3 seasons. That fourth season is when he started scoring. His scoring
Mhm.
went up from 8 points a game to 15 points a game. And everybody was looking at Jimmy Butler. Okay, this is who needs to take over late in games because
Okay.
Derrick Rose is no longer able to do that because he's injury prone.
Right.
So then he should have started transitioning to that fifth season, right?
Okay. So I'm gonna mess you up on this one. Besides Kawhi Leonard, right? How many other players truly who were just made to be a specific defensive stopper turned themselves to a superstar besides Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard?
Shit, nobody. I
Okay,
don't
so
even
What's his
consider
team?
Jimmy Butler a superstar though.
you're missing. Let me walk you down here. So if it's unprecedented, so why are you expecting someone who came into the league being a C plus player? Because if we're gonna call the bean, it was D Rose, Luol Deng, and I can make an
I
argument.
know who was on that team. I already know who's on
Okay,
that team.
so his role,
He
how
was a
many
lockdown
people?
defender.
Right. So for
And
you to say he took him his 5 6 years,
they wanted him to transition into that player eventually. Okay.
if you just told me no one's done it, then where's these unrealistic expectations coming from? You don't like Jimmy Butler. You can just say you don't like Jimmy Butler.
Nah, I like Jimmy Butler. I just
Every
don't
team
believe
he's been on, he's made better.
How come the Sixers didn't go to the finals then? I just asked him a question.
You answer me that one because this
I'm just
is you.
asking the question.
Why didn't they go that year?
I'm
Who
asking
cost
you a
them the
question.
series? No. We don't play stupid. Who cost them the series?
Who cost them the series?
The process.
Who
The
cost them the
process.
series?
But check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Was it your boy Ben Simmons?
You tell me. I'm playing stupid because apparently Jimmy cost him the series too.
No, I never say he cost him the series, but how come he couldn't lead that team to the finals?
He hit the game winner the same. He wasn't even posted. What did Pop say? He came over there not being the man. He came, and then they looked to him to be the
That was
man.
his third team already. What the fuck are you talking about? That's the same
Bron
player
been
that
the
went to the
what are
Heat.
we? All right.
That's the same
Check this
player
out,
that went to
man.
the Heat, is it not? That's the same player that went to the Miami Heat the year after, right? And that nigga went to the finals the year after that, right? With the trash ass Miami Heat team. That's so
So
ass.
you're making my point.
How come he couldn't
When
do?
you
How come
arguing
he
with
couldn't?
this?
But so how come he couldn't do that on the 76ers when he had a better team?
He wasn't the man on that team.
Why couldn't he be the man? Is that well? That's why I'm asking you. If he's so that good, how come he couldn't be the man
Because
on the
that
team?
wasn't his role. That wasn't
Okay, so
his
why
role.
Paul George ain't made another run when he
Paul
wasn't for
George,
Indiana?
Paul George is. Everybody know why Paul George ain't never made another run, bro. It's because of that fucking injury, bro. Everybody know that he ain't been the same since he broke his leg, and you know that. You can try to find somebody else. Paul George ain't. Paul George not a good example, bro. That nigga broke his leg, ain't been the same since. Turned into podcast piece.
Right. I mean, we've seen superstars go play with other superstars, and their numbers go down. That's what they tentatively do, right?
No, not necessarily.
Chris Bosh had this. Chris Bosh had
LeBron's
the same numbers we had
LeBron's
when he
stats
was
didn't
on
go
the
down.
Raptors.
D favorite player stats didn't go down. His shit went up.
Whoa. Who?
LeBron is what he's saying.
LeBron was averaging 30. He was still averaging 30 when he went to when
He
he
was
went to
averaging 20.
Miami.
He was averaging 28, 9 and 5, 9 and 7.
His
Same
game didn't
stats.
change. Bron went over there to be the man, right? Jimmy Butler didn't go over to the Sixers to be the man.
He didn't even ask to go to the Sixers. He just got traded.
Jay, turn this off, man. I ain't got nothing else.
Hey,
I just
man.
love
What
trolling you, bro.
Kendrick say? Turn the TV off. Turn the
As
I just
TV
always,
love
off.
trolling
ladies
you,
and
bro.
gentlemen, as y'all remember, Rozay is Cappin. Sheem is not.
You are against me and I'm going hard in this. I'm going hard in this. Yeah, I'm going hard in this. I'm going hard in this. Yeah, I'm going hard in this. Yeah, I'm going hard in this. Yeah, I'm going hard in this. I'm going hard in this. Yeah, I'm going hard in this.